Well, people, it is the round of 16 draw time for the UCL, and now it's time to cook. Now we are cooking for the Champions League. Let me actually, where's the video? There we go.
I love this game!
I love this game. And of course, we're going to probably get some absolutely massive matchups in the round of 16. First, we're going to look at the teams that have qualified. Then we'll look at the possible in the matchups. And then Giorgio Marchetti will bring us all the joy of knowing what matchups we will get in the round of 16. If you're watching on replay, give your thoughts in the comments down below of the draw reaction. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around there. Big up to everybody in the house already. Let's get up to 20 likes if you could do so kindly. Big up to Eastern Star. Jeff, get some sleep, read a magazine, or go get some Taco Bell. It's 3 a.m. in California. You should be doing something better in your life. Shout out, Jeff. Big up, Nick. How you doing, Nick? Hope guys go check out Nick. If you want to see the crazy world of football YouTube that I don't even know about, go check out Nick's channel because he'll keep you updated on all the madness that is around. Big up to Curtis and big up to Zane, my non-biased football fan aside of me says, let's have some crackers. My Liverpool side, please give me Benfica. Yep, we'll talk about that right about now. Let's look at the teams that have qualified to the round of 16. So obviously we have Arsenal, Aston Villa, Atletico, Dortmund, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Benfica, Club Brugge, Feyenoord, Inter, Bayer Leverkusen, Lille, and Liverpool, PSG, PSV, and Real Madrid. So if you look at this on paper, you probably have, I would say, 5 strong teams that could win the Champions League. That's Liverpool, Barcelona, Real Madrid. I would even put in Bayer Leverkusen, and maybe Atleti. Just maybe Atleti. So there is some strong teams there. Arsenal are obviously up there. We'll have to see how they go on without the injuries with all their forwards out at the moment. But I feel like Arsenal is still a strong team defensively. It's just about who will get the goals. So there's still a lot of strong contenders. And now if we look at the matchups, people, oh boy, we're going to get some mouth-watering matchups if you ask me. So I think you guys can all see that. Yeah, you guys can all see that. So good. So PSG could get one of Liverpool or Barcelona. Oh yeah, you could put in even Inter there as well. PSG against Liverpool, Barca? Are you kidding me, people? I mean, as a Liverpool fan, of course, I want to avoid PSG at all costs. You see, you're going to see other Liverpool content creators bash PSG and say, they're just bottle jobs, this and that. And I'm not saying PSG are going to win the Champions League, but this is a team you don't want to play against because they are in form and they have the talent to knock out any team right now in Europe. So I think if you're Liverpool or Barcelona, you want to avoid PSG at all costs. All costs possible. But obviously, if I was neutral, I would want to see PSG up against Barca. Because I just want to see Dembele score again against Barca once again and just smile. That would be crazy. Borussia Dortmund get one of Lille or Aston Villa. I think that's pretty favorable for Dortmund considering their season that's been going on. And if you're Lille or Aston Villa, you should be happy that you're going to get Dortmund because Dortmund are just such an inconsistent team and you'll never know which side of Dortmund you're going to get. You're either going to get the good or you're going to get the shit. You don't know which one you're going to get. Real Madrid could either get Atleti or Bayer Leverkusen. Are we really going to see a Madrid derby? Are we going to see a Madrid derby here, people? That would be insane. And I would love to see Carlo up against Xabi Alonso, Wirtz up against Real Madrid. That would be sensational to watch. PSV are up against either Arsenal or Inter. Tough draw for PSV considering they knocked out Juventus. PSV, of course, very good home side. Away from home are trash. They're just trash. Like, Peter Bosz can simply not put his style of football away from home. He's just too naive. It's too naive. Then Benfica get one of Liverpool or Barca. Obviously, Benfica-Barca game was absolutely craziness when it was back in when? Was it early this year or last year? December. I can't even remember when the game was. But 5-4, probably the game of the season so far in all of Europe, basically in all the leagues. It was a sensational game. Benfica against Liverpool. Darwin Núñez going up against his old team to just miss another open goal? Possibly. Let's see. Then you got Club Brugge against Aston Villa or Lille. I think Club Brugge, you should be happy with that because you've already beaten Aston Villa. And Club Brugge can go toe-to-toe against Lille. So I think that's a very good draw for Club Brugge if they want to make it to the quarterfinal. Then we got Bayern Munich against either Bayer Leverkusen or Atleti. I think Bayern Munich are screwed here, people. I can't lie. With the second leg away from home, and they don't look good at all, especially in Europe. Like, look, in the Bundesliga, I think the Bundesliga this season has taken a little bit of a dip. You see Heidenheim lose to FC Köbenhavn yesterday in the Conference League. I think it's going to be tough for Bayern Munich. Maybe they want to face a team like Bayer Leverkusen because they're familiar with. If you're going up against Atleti, especially with the second leg away from home, that's going to be tough for Bayern. Very, very tough. And then Feyenoord are up against Inter or Arsenal. So is Feyenoord just going to conquer all of Milan, or are they going to knock out Arsenal with all their injuries? Right? Then you're going to see Arsenal fans, if they lose that game, they'll say, oh, we got all these injuries. Bro, Feyenoord have got probably the most injuries right now in all of Europe. I think they got the most injuries in all of Europe. Big up Joachim. How you doing? Big up to Guzman says, I did see, Van Persie is returning to, Van Persie is going to be Feyenoord's manager. That would be, can you imagine Feyenoord up against Arsenal and Van Persie returns to Arsenal as the manager? That would be awesome TV. I did see that. Arsenal, you could put them up there as well. Imagine another Madrid derby in Champions League after 9 seasons. So was the last one in the semi-final or the final? I want to say it was the final. I don't think it was the semi-final when Ronaldo scored the hat trick. I think it was the final, right? As a Barca fan, my only concern is which side of the bracket we land on. Yeah, that's true. I feel like we, Benfica, are being disrespected by also get it. It's either us or PSG who are firing it up. It's an easy choice. Yeah, but also, Martin, you gotta understand that Benfica, they're just so inconsistent, and you guys give up too many chances. Like, respect to Bruno Lage and respect to Pavlidis, who's just turning into another Mitroglou, but Benfica, you guys know I respect all the teams. But when I watch Benfica this season, they're another team that are just too inconsistent, dealing with injuries, and defensively, they've been such a liability. I mean, they're giving 2 goals to Casapia, they're giving 3 goals to Feyenoord at home. It's just not good defensively. Van Persie is awful as a manager. I don't know why Feyenoord appointed him. Probably because he's a club legend. That's probably why. Big up Patrick. How are you doing? He has his own vision. Yeah, it's his first managerial season. So you're going to take that jump to Feyenoord. I think it's pretty tough for Van Persie. Yes, if Brugge get Leo, it will be crazy away day because Leo's so close. That's actually true. Yeah, that's actually true. Good point. Will you be covering the other competitions as well? Yeah, I'll be talking about the Europa League. Conference League, not so much because I think Chelsea got it on wrap. I think they got a wrap. As an Arsenal fan, I'll take either PSV or Feyenoord. Yeah, well, of course you would. Honestly, it's a close fight between Feyenoord and Sporting. I feel like Aston Villa will reach quarterfinals, possibly. Semi-final is 16-17 was last time Real met. Yeah, so that's when Ronaldo scored the hat trick. And then Atleti, I think they got the goal with Saul in the second leg, like in the first 10 minutes. And you thought the comeback was on. There was no comeback. No comeback. I can imagine Juve fans, man. You should just be crying at Motta. Like, Motta is... I think he might be a fraud, you know? I'm getting to that point. I thought he was going to be the guy, but it turns out he might just be another fraud out there. Big up Ibrahim, I can't lie. Michael, I want to avoid PSG. Agreed. I do not want PSG right now. That's a team, like, if there's teams you want to avoid right now who are playing with such momentum, and of course, you can criticize teams up until this point because you could have criticism of PSG early on in this Champions League season, like me. I was like, these guys can't score. They're creating enough chances. They can't score. You criticize Real Madrid because, you know, they didn't play well against Dortmund or Stuttgart. But now those are 2 teams you want to avoid. If this was just like a random draw and it was the group winner versus runners-up, you would want a Bayern Munich. You would want Dortmund. You wouldn't say that early on in the season because Bayern were playing pretty decently. Motta is so bad, he ruined Vlahovic, Douglas, Luis, Kalulu, and Perin, bro, and now Yildiz is on the bench. Yeah, Motta, man. I don't know what he's doing with Yildiz. Yildiz is really going to ask for a move soon, isn't he? Especially with how bad Liverpool have been defensively. If you think Liverpool have been bad defensively, wait till we play against Barcola, Kvaratskhelia, and Dembele. We will get cooked. Absolutely cooked. Yeah, it's looking bad for you. So, you know, I love that the Benelux teams, or should we just say Bene, they knocked out all the Serie A teams. Like Club Brugge did a madness over Atalanta. Feyenoord and PSV doing madness over Serie A teams as well. Like, I think you just got to look at the Belgian Pro League and Eredivisie and say to yourself, those teams have improved massively, or the leagues have improved massively for the past 10 seasons. I think the coefficient for Eredivisie, they were like the 9th best league 10 years ago. Now they're like 5th or 6th. I think the Belgian Pro League was 11th or 12th. Now it's like 7th or 8th. So I think it speaks volumes to how well and how much improved the Belgian Pro League and Eredivisie have gotten the past 10 years. Obviously, you look at the Turkish Super League, that's really declined massively. Obviously, Russian Premier League, we know what's going on there. So I think you got to give more credit to the Eredivisie teams because everybody's just going to look and say, oh, Juventus, Milan, they shouldn't be losing. What did I predict, people? I told you PSV was going to beat Juventus. Now, I was shocked that Feyenoord won. I'm not gonna lie. With all the injuries they had, I was shocked they won, but I knew PSV were gonna beat Juve. And it's just like people are acting surprised. Oh my god, PSV did it. No, it's not a surprise. They're a good team. It's just people don't really, cover them. And obviously, I don't really do extensive covering of these teams week in and week out, but I follow the leagues. I see what's going on. I see that PSV are bottling the Eredivisie to Ajax, but I see that there's still a competent team that can go toe-to-toe with any side. So I think if you're PSV, maybe you want Arsenal, because I feel like Inter are just a difficult team in cup competitions. Very difficult. Big up Empty. How you doing? Vlahovic was not ruined by Motta. He's just not that good. Big up Alejandro. Bro, how have you been, man? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás, hermano? Been a while, man. Been a while. Hopefully you're doing well. We run circles around PSG defensively. They are basura. Yeah, they're not great defensively. They're not the best defensively. Should I go back to sleep for 15 minutes? No, the draw will be quick. Don't worry. The draw will be quick. This is not a FIFA World Cup or Club World Cup madness where you're going to see Infantino hanging out with Trump. No. Giorgio Marchetti will get this done in. Wrap it up. Boom. Done. Isak Vlahovic is better than Kolo Muani. I would agree to that. Big up, Brandon. How you doing? Hello, Mike. I'm excited this weekend. I'm meeting a match. All right, Brandon. Hopefully it goes well, bro. Hopefully it goes well, man. Hopefully I get a good juju today with Liverpool not getting PSG. Hopefully, bro. Good luck on the date, bro. Good luck on the date. Any advice? Just make sure you pay. That's all I'm going to say. Big up, Mihai. What would be more interesting? 2 German teams versus Spanish matches, or matches between countries, between teams in the same country? I mean, the Madrid-Leverkusen brackets. I'm always not in favor of seeing teams from the same league go up against each other. I just think it's kind of boring because you already see it twice a season. But it's also kind of fascinating to see how it plays down. I really want to see just Madrid derby. I think Madrid derby would hit like crack, especially in the round of 16. Can you imagine the sort of atmosphere, especially with the second leg at the Metropolitano? Bro, the scenes would be sensational. So I kind of want to see it in a way. I don't know about you guys. I don't know how you guys are feeling about it. Okay, now they're just going to go through the teams, and we should be starting soon. I think the football world is growing. It's why the Eredivisie is growing by strength. More South Korea, Japan, USA, Mexico players as example. 100%. That PSG defense is probably the worst. Yeah, I don't think it's by personnel that it's the worst. I think it's just tactically how they're set up is the worst. Because I do rate Pacho. I rate Marquinhos, even though Marquinhos kind of has those moments when he gets to those big games in the Champions League where he does collapse. I still think, though, they're pretty good. Now, they gave up chances to stop Bresson. They're going to give up chances. Like, if it's PSG versus Liverpool, it'll be high scoring. If it's PSG against Barca, you're going to get madness as well. So, PSG are just a fun team as a neutral. I like them because now they've gone away from the sort of superstar, let's get the Messi, let's get the Neymar, let's get the Mbappe, let's get Cavani back in the day. Now they're going to go for a bit more youth project, and I think it's going to benefit them much more for the long run. I hope Madrid get Atletico because I don't want to see my 2 teams go up against each other. Leverkusen, of course, Leverkusen. I think some of the best UCL knockout games are same country matchups. Remember, United versus Chelsea, late 2000s. That's true. Also, Liverpool, Arsenal, the game from 2008 when Ryan Babel dived. Shout out Ryan Babel for diving. And then Theo Walcott almost scored. That run by Theo Walcott was a madness. Also, we always saw the El Clasico, and everybody was like, no, this is cinema right here. This is the matchups we want to see. So I'm kind of in favor of it. I don't know what you people think about it. Do you like when 2 teams from the same league go up against each other, or do you want to just see different matchups? Let me know your thoughts about that. Remember to hit the like button, people. We got 47 people watching. We got 25 likes. Really? I might have to go off camera. I might, because this is shambolic. This guys, look at Pep. No mas camera. No mas. Hit the like button, people, because the draw is starting. There we go. Giorgio Marchetti. Let me get the headphones on so we can see what he is spewing. League next week, because I think it's wide open on who can win it this year. I think it's wide open. Oh, okay. No City, no Milan, no Atalanta, no Juve in this round. Crazy. Could you imagine if there was Milan and Juve? Bro, then the round of 16, name-wise, would have been insane, because then you would have gotten Milan against either Inter or Arsenal, Juve against either Inter or Arsenal. So the teams qualified name-wise and brand-wise, it would have been amazing. But I'm happy that we got the teams that deservedly went through. Like if somehow Juve won that game against PSV, it would have been a travesty. PSV annihilated them. They made Motta look like a fraud out there in that second half. Club Brugge, they deservedly go through over Atalanta. Club Brugge should have really won that tie 7-5, 7-4. Obviously, they got the dubious penalty, but I think with the Feyenoord one, you could say they kind of got lucky, but I can't take anything away from the amount of injuries that Feyenoord have. So, yeah, that's on the Serie A teams. That's their own fault. They got to wake up and show out. It depends which team's not the league. The Brest PSG one I did not like, but Tottenham Arsenal would go crazy because of the fan rivalry. Yeah. Also, El Clasico would go crazy. Actually, can they go up against each other, the El Clasico teams, at some point? Maybe. Yeah, maybe they could. Either it's the semifinal or the final. They could go up against each other. I think. I'll have to recheck that though, because I think they're doing the whole draw, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'll be covering more of the. I'm not going to do the draw live. I'll be talking about the Europa League, hopefully next week. I have my thoughts about this new format, but I like it a lot now. See, look, people are now happy. What did I tell you, people, at the beginning of the season? I'm actually in favor. And you guys know I hate UEFA. I hate them with all my gut because they do nothing about racism or anything like that, or they just favor the big teams. But this new format, I'm in favor of it. I really do like it. As a Liverpool fan, Liverpool will get PSG, mark my words. Yeah, not Lukman, definitely not. PSG versus Barca. It's getting rigged. They got Bayern player doing the draw. Well, of course they got a Bayern player doing the draw. Wait. Of course. It's in Munich, the final. Of course they're going to have a Munich player doing the draw. Are you crazy? That was crazy, by the way. That was a crazy game. that Ajax game last night, I was watching it. That was insanity. The red card, then I don't know how Plusverde didn't get away. That should have been a penalty at the end on Kevin Rodriguez. Therese keeps moment of silence for the Brest. Yeah, they got a Brest reduction, bro. They went from double D's to what, single A's or something like that. Stade Brestois during this soccer run. But you guys do know that PSG and Brest, I think the last time Stade Brestois beat PSG was 1985. I think Rabona TV was talking about it. I think it was 1985. Oh, yeah. 100%. Yeah, Bodo Twente was the game of the week. How can it be? Was it 1-1, 90th minute, then it got to 2-1, then it got to 3-1, and then it got to 3-2. Insanity. Big up SSB. How are you doing, bro? Hopefully you're doing well. And now they're going to explain the draw, and then I think we should be good to go. See, UEFA, thank you. You just get this shit done with ASAP, and we can go about our day. See, if Liverpool or Barca can just get over PSG and Benfica, then they go up against either Dortmund, Aston Villa, Lille, or Club Brugge. So I think for Liverpool and Barca, you have a very good path to the semi-final. Otherwise, it's tough for the other teams. It's really tough. Michael, I don't want PSG. Big up, Mike, do you think the Conference League will be a waste, seeing that the Prem teams will be a huge favorite every time? No, not really, because no Premier League team has won it. The Conference League yet. Oh, sorry, West Ham. West Ham has won it. Sorry, West Ham has won it. No, I don't think it's a waste. I think it's actually a very good competition for the smaller teams. Like you look at FC Copenhagen or you look at Djurgården, like it benefits a lot teams around Europe. Of course, Premier League teams, they don't care about it. Like, do you think Chelsea fans care? No, they don't. But maybe Chelsea fans should realize that's their level. Like their level right now playing against Real Betis with the GOAT Anthony in their side. So I think Premier League teams are just being, hypocritical and also just being, what's the word I'm trying to look for? I'm trying to think of the word, but I can't think of the word right now. I'm thinking of it in Finnish. Yeah. They're just not, they're not in favor of it. Like, look at Fiorentina. Fiorentina have made the final. Yeah, shout out. I think Fiorentina also just has a bigger shot at Conference. Yeah, Fiorentina got a shot. Real Betis could play Chelsea in the round of 16. That would be awesome. Big up, Tim. Why would they be huge? Yeah, they shouldn't be huge favorites every time. They shouldn't. Roma won it the first time around. I can't remember which Premier League team wasn't in the first edition of the Conference League. Second edition, obviously, who won it? West Ham won it. Third edition was Olympiacos. So we've had very different winners. honestly, if Tottenham, Bournemouth, Brighton, you should be going to the Conference League. That would actually give you a trophy. Do you think all those teams want a trophy? Brighton and Bournemouth, that would be massive for them on a global scale, not just because of the scouting they do, but actually winning a trophy. Win the Conference League, right? But shout out to Olympiacos last season. Hopefully, I pray that Fiorentina win it because, bro, you cannot lose three finals in a row. You cannot lose three finals in a row. That would be embarrassing. We see other favorites go to the added spots to the Europa League. People from Benelux, including Scandinavians, embrace new things more easily than the rest of Europe. Definitely. 100%. Tottenham went out in the group stage. Yeah, they did because they lost to that Slovenian team. What was the Slovenian? Was it Mura? I think it was Mura. Okay, we get it. Guys, I'm just staying here for the round of 16 draw because otherwise we know how the rest of it will go. Once that gets done, then we can. Oh, I can do my reaction and then go back to work about this. Instead of the top 5 leagues sending their clubs to the conference league, they should send their second division clubs. No, because I think other leagues around Europe they want to stick it to the Premier League teams. So I think that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. Remember when Olympiacos knocked out Aston Villa last season? Bro, everybody was laughing. How can a Greek Super League team that can't spend the money that Aston Villa is knocking them out? No. I think teams around Europe would rather face them. Serbia, Albania. Yeah, it's a math class, bro. I'm not here for math class, bro. I'm just here to see who Benfica is playing. I'm here to see who Bayern Munich is playing, who Madrid is playing. I'm moving on. Giorgio, just do your magic, and I can get out of here. When is the first games of the Champions League round of 16? When are they at? 4th or 5th of March? That's in 2 weeks already? Damn. Yeah, Bulgarians. Eesh. Man, you guys have had a massive fall off. How can you go from Stoichkov and making it to the semifinals of a World Cup? Was it semifinals? 1994. Yeah, semifinals. To now, bro. I can't name one Bulgarian player. I'm being honest, bro. And you guys know I follow a lot of football. Iliev? There was that guy who had Leeds. I think it was Iliev, Bulgarian. Other than that, I can't. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would agree with that. There we go. Now we can begin. Thank you. I think they're going to first do. I think they're doing the first the home teams. Yeah, they're first doing the home teams, and then they'll do the away teams. Gruyev. Gotcha. But isn't there a Bulgarian called Iliev, if I'm not mistaken? I think there was a Bulgarian called Iliev. All right. First, they're going to do the home teams, and then they'll do the away teams. Come on, Giorgio. Speed up the process. We're not here all day. Wait. Oh, it's Club Brugge against Aston Villa. Oh, wait. Okay, I didn't know this was happening like this. Oh, again, it's Club Brugge against Aston Villa. Damn. And Dortmund against Lille. Ooh, I think Lille's got to fancy the chances. Okay, here we go. Oh, Madrid derby, people. Let's go. Vamos. Oh, no way. Yes. Oh, we're cooking, people. Oh, we are cooking. Madrid derby. Vamos. And Bayer Leverkusen versus Bayern Munich. Leverkusen might have it in the bag. Ooh. Oh, Vincent Company, bro. You better improve. That's all I'm gonna say. You better improve. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's so confusing because they just draw it up, and I'm just like, wait, what happened? Okay, who was the first team drawn here? Arsenal. Okay, who are Arsenal going up against? Ah, Arsenal versus PSV. Okay, okay, okay. Not the worst for Arsenal. Not the worst for Arsenal. I think PSV got to fancy their chances though. They played against each other last season in the Champions League, if I'm not mistaken. I think Arsenal won both times. So Peter Bosz's got to improve. And Feyenoord up against is Feyenoord really going to conquer all of Milan? Is that what Feyenoord are going to do? Are they going to conquer all of Milan? Oi, 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 oi. Mm, 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 mm. They go to the San Siro again, and here we go. Please, Liverpool, no. No, 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 no. I guess Benfica won revenge on Barca. I'm not really happy, people. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not happy. This is not going to be easy for Liverpool. They do not need these two matches. They don't. Damn. We knew it was gonna happen, bro. We knew it was gonna happen. Guys, and if you're any Liverpool fan, and if you're watching other Liverpool content creators, or if you watch any other people, if they say to you, "Oh, this is gonna be easy," oh, PSG butlers. Okay, yeah, PSG don't have the greatest history in Europe. I'm telling you right now, this is gonna be absolutely difficult. This is gonna be hell. I don't know what's going on here. Now it's just a madness of what's going on here. Yeah, they are doing the quarterfinal draw. It's going to be extremely close. 100% it is. This is not going to be easy for Liverpool. If you lose in Paris, just lose by one goal. If you're losing by 2-3, it's going to be tough. The thing is, Liverpool can create the chances, but Salah is going up against Nuno Mendes, and that's not an easy matchup. With the technical quality, Dembele is going to roast Robertson. They're going to roast Robertson. We have, I think we actually played well against Aston Villa, but the Wolves game was terrible. The Wolves game was just atrocious to watch. Oh yeah, yeah. So we got a Madrid derby. We got a. I think there's already. Let me see here. I think somebody's already got it up. I think they already got it up here. Let me see. Let me see if the Champions League have already got it. Nope, they don't have anything up yet. Oh boy, though, man, Madrid derby. Who do you people think is going to win the Madrid derby? They're just doing the whole draw now. True, true. Although they did destroy Man City, I don't know if that's much to say. I'm just confused on what's going on here. Let them just do their thing. Let's talk, people. Let's talk. So, Arsenal against either Real or Atleti. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Gotcha. Oh, okay, so they already got the full draw. I think FootMob have already got it then updated. Let me check FootMob. I gotta go, people. Okay, okay, okay. Eeh. Hey, look at this, people. Okay, let's quickly look at this, and then I'm gonna head out of here because I already got like the full. Wait, I swear that the Liverpool and Barca should be getting home legs the whole entire time. Okay, whatever, people. Okay, so here it is in its full glory. Liverpool, PSG, Aston Villa, Club Brugge, Real Madrid, Madrid derby, Arsenal, PSV, Benfica, Barca again. I might have to go to that game. I think it's going to be fireworks once more. Dortmund against Lille, Bayer Leverkusen against Bayern Munich, and Feyenoord, Inter. So if Liverpool or PSG win, they get Aston Villa or Club Brugge. So we could see an all Premier League matchup in the quarterfinal. Then you got the Madrid derby, most likely going up against Arsenal. Barca got a good path to the semis. I think Barca have a really good path to the semis. You either face Dortmund or Lille. Then in the semifinal, you face either Bayer Leverkusen, Bayern Munich, or Inter. Guys, we could see El Clasico final. Here we go. Here we go. El Clasico final. It's coming up now. It is coming up right now. Oh man, oh man. Now they're just doing all the relatives. I think if you're Bayer Leverkusen, Bayern Munich, you got a really tough path to get to the final because you got to face each other. Then you're probably going to face either Inter, most likely. I'm not disrespecting Feyenoord, but I'm going to say that Inter are the favorites in that tie. Then you got to get past Inter, and then you got to get past most likely Barca in order to make it to the final. That's tough, man. That is very, very tough for either Bayern Leverkusen or Bayern Munich. So I think they got the worst draw possible. And I think if you're one of the Madrid teams, it's also tough because you could face Arsenal in the quarterfinal. Then you could face either Liverpool or PSG in the semifinal or Aston Villa, Club Brugge. That's not going to be easy. I think Barca are the biggest winners of this draw. I think for Barca, there's a huge path for you to make it to that final in Munich. And if you're Bayern Munich, if you want to make it to your home final, it's done. Okay, I think the draw is done now. It's done. So here's full glory, people. I'm gonna quickly do a reaction video separately, but I mean, this is tantalizing. Let me see if there's a better graphic here on Twitter. Let me check that before I head out of here, people. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. We'll be doing a lot of content on the Champions League, of course. Let me see if they already got it up. No, they don't. All right, people. So what's the most fascinating matchup for you? We obviously got two league matchups. Okay, here we go. There we go. This is good. Boom, boom, boom. I like this. All right. Oh, wait. Whoa. What the heck happened there? Boom. Okay, give me a second. I don't know what's going on here. There. Okay, quickly going to give a reaction, and then I'm going to head out of here, people. Oh boy. Let's get to the draw. I wanted to end it all. Wait, no June in the first leg? Yeah, he's suspended for the first leg. Yellow cards. Okay, so PSG Liverpool. I think this is going to be 50-50. If you're PSG, you got to feel confident because Liverpool's defense lately is not looking great. I would say, though, that PSG do give up. I would say that PSG give up a lot of chances. I think it's just going to be who's going to be the star to rise. Is it going to be Salah? Is it going to be Kvaratskhelia? Is it going to be Dembele? Can McAllister have a crucial role? What about Szoboszlai? Jota, can he find his firing boots? Because, Nunes is not going to get his firing boots on. It's just going to be made out of glass. I think where this game is going to be won or lost is who's just going to concede more. It's just a matter of that because PSG, while they destroyed Stade Brestois 10-0, they give up chances. And have PSG face the toughest competition this season in the Champions League. Obviously, they beat Manchester City, but Man City, as we can see, are not the same team. They lost to Atleti at home, even though I think they dominated the game a lot. And the thing for PSG is they're riding on so much confidence and so much momentum. They haven't lost since November. I think they got a really good chance here of knocking out Liverpool. And if you're Liverpool, the good thing for you is you got the second leg at home. If the second leg was in Paris, that would be tough. Where Liverpool can win this game is you're going to see that both Nuno Mendes and Hakimi, they push so high up the field that that's going to give space to Salah, Diaz, or Gakpo, whoever plays on the left wing. The game is just going to be won or lost in the midfield. Vitinha and João Neves are balling out. McAllister, Gravenberch, I think Gravenberch's got to really step up in this matchup because he looks really fatigued recently. I think this is going to be a scintillating matchup. Cannot wait for it. Oh man. Liverpool, tough matchup. PSG, did they really want Liverpool? Maybe, because, Barca, they got a very high-flying attack. You still got Rafinha and obviously Lewandowski and Lamine Yamal. I think Liverpool, they gotta lose. Liverpool, tough draw here, man. Tough draw. Club Brugge and Aston Villa, they obviously faced each other early on this season in the league phase. Club Brugge won that matchup 1-0, and I think they gotta really fancy their chances here. Villa, they know what they're up against. They're up against a team that are very good counter-attacking with the likes of Jolis, Jutkla, and obviously Talbi. I think Club Brugge, with the momentum they got, they just beat Atalanta convincingly. There's no drama. There's no luck about it. No, Club Brugge deservedly beat Atalanta. And Villa have a lot of injuries. Now, can the likes of Rashford, can they step up in this matchup? I think this is going to be a great matchup because, when teams have faced each other already, you can kind of get a tactical idea of your opponent. But I think Club Brugge, they're just a team that they want to counterattack, and they defend so well with Ordóñez, and obviously Simon Mignolet is playing really well recently. I think it's just a good matchup. It's just for footballing-wise, it's a good matchup, and I think Club Brugge, they got to fancy their chances. Villa is a good thing because I think Dortmund would have maybe been a tougher matchup. Not disrespecting, obviously, Club Brugge, but Villa, they have the players, they got the Watkins, but they have to raise their game if they want to beat Club Brugge. Good matchup overall. Madrid derby. Oh boy. First time in 9 seasons. The last time was the semifinal where Ronaldo scored a hat-trick. Man. The second leg being at the Metropolitano, the key for Atleti is don't lose the first leg by 2 goals or 3 goals. If that happens, then it's going to be very tough. But my God, this is going to be absolute cinema. Simeone against Ancelotti, obviously Griezmann going up against Mbappe. Oh my God, I cannot wait for it. Some people hate when these 2 teams go up against each other or 2 teams from the same league go up against each other. I don't care. Give me Madrid derby every weekend. It is just fireworks, especially the second leg at the Metropolitano. That is going to be fireworks for every neutral to watch. I think because they're so used to each other, it's just going to be about, it's not going to be really one footballing wise. It's about, okay, how can Atleti impose themselves in the game? Obviously, Simeone, he's going to defend deep in that first leg and try and just get something out of it. Whereas the second leg, he'll take the game to Madrid. And for Real Madrid, they just got to use their momentum because Mbappe's playing really well. Vini's playing really well. Valverde at the right back. Obviously, Rodrigo's also playing really well. Bellingham, he's going to be suspended for the first leg. This is going to be an awesome matchup. Then you got PSV and Arsenal. Look, they played against each other last season in the Champions League in the group stage. I think Arsenal won both games, or the second one, I think PSV won at home. If I remember correctly, I think Arsenal rested a lot of players. The key for PSV, you got to win that home leg. Because away from home, these guys can't do anything. And I mean anything. They're losing to Cervana Zvezda. They're not playing well away at Turin against Juventus. But heck, they got Ivan Perisic. Ivan Perisic at the age of 36 is still balling out in the Champions League. And there's Noah Lang, Luke de Jong, obviously Gustil, Saibari. PSV got a lot of good players. But Peter Bosz just has to defensively get it sorted out in that second leg. Now, the good thing for PSV is Arsenal's attack is Mikel Merino at striker. So if PSV can just win that first leg at home, and then the second leg away from home, just defend very well, which is something they've very much struggled with throughout this season, even though I think against Juventus in the second half, I thought they were amazing. Then PSV got a chance here. You're going to fancy Arsenal, though. Arsenal are just still a very good team. They're a good team, but it's just that attack. I know it's only been 1 game. You cannot rely on it. I mean, Ethan Nwaneri is going to have to ball out for them in order for Arsenal to advance. But I think PSV, got to fancy your chances. They're a good team on their day, but when it's bad, it's really bad. Arsenal should be happy. Feyenoord versus Inter. Are Feyenoord really going to conquer all of Milan? Because if Feyenoord somehow knock out Inter, wow, that would be a shock to me, people, because Feyenoord are dealing with so much injuries. Their new manager is apparently Robert Van Persie, so that's going to be awesome to see how he does, because his first season as a manager, he's been at Heerenveen. Now he's going to take the Feyenoord job. I'm not so certain how well that's going to go, but with all the injuries that Feyenoord have, it's just about a gauntlet effort here. It's about dragging the troops while you can. Igor Paixão's got a ball out, Anis Hadji Moussa. But the one thing is, AC Milan have been a disaster all season. I know Inter have had their woes this season, especially against the top teams, but Inter in knockout football, like especially against Inzaghi, that's not great. Yeah, because Inzaghi is so good with these cup competitions. Defensively, they're solid with the likes of Bastoni, to obviously Acerbi, to Bavard, and obviously with Dumfries and DiMarco pushing high up the field. I think it's going to be very difficult for Feyenoord. So they're going to have to do the same thing. Win the game at De Kuip, second leg, defend for your lives, and hopefully you can get something out of the matchup. I think for Feyenoord, they got a chance here, but Inter are definitely the strong favorites. Bayern Munich against Bayer Leverkusen again. They've already played, I think now, it might be 4 or 5 straight games where Bayern Munich have not beaten Bayer Leverkusen. I don't think this is a good matchup for Munich. I don't think this is a good matchup for Company. Now, the thing I just want to see from Xabi Alonso in this matchup, please just play a striker. Yeah, it's working well with the Verts and the false nine. Yeah, I get it. Just put Schick or Boniface at striker, and you would have defeated them 2 weekends ago. Bayern Munich were nullified. They couldn't do anything off the ball or with the ball. They couldn't even get out of their own half. So I think this is a terrible matchup for Bayern Munich. I really think so, because they're not playing well. Yes, they're leading the Bundesliga, and they got obviously the good players with Olise, the Kane, and Musiala. I get it, but defensively, they're just a calamity show. If Bayer Leverkusen can just play their game, I think Xabi Alonso got this, and especially with the second leg at home, I'm just fascinated to see how Xabi Alonso is going to tactically approach it with his lineup. But heck, Bundesliga matchup, at least one Bundesliga team is going to make it to the quarterfinals, so that's a good thing. Then we got Dortmund against Lille. I think for Dortmund, you should be happy with this matchup. Maybe it would have been funny to play Aston Villa and Donny Malen, but Lille are a strong team. Lille were fantastic in the league phase. You know, beating Real Madrid, beating Atleti away from home. Lille are underrated side with the Jonathan David. I got to see if Zegrova is back from injury. If Zegrova's back, that would be fascinating to see. Dortmund, you just cannot rely on them. They're a good team on paper, just inconsistent. Losing to Bochum, they should have really beaten Sporting by 2 or 3 goals at home. Obviously, they beat them away 3-0. I think for Dortmund, just play on the counterattack against Lille. Just play on the counterattack. You got the Adeyemis, you got Girassi, you got Bino Gittins. You're a good counterattacking team. Don't be the team that possesses the ball all the time. Let's see how Dortmund will approach it. And Lille, they got a chance, bro. You cannot deny this team because they have faced all the adversity this season, also with injuries. But again, next man up. So let's see how that matchup goes. And the last matchup then is Benfica and Barcelona, who arguably played the game of the season already in all of Europe. Was 5-4, Rafinha scoring in the rain. It was absolute cinema. Benfica, they're dealing with injuries. Barcelona, I think they really got to fancy their chances here, especially with the second leg at home. If Benfica can just be a bit more clinical and defensively not so naive, because they're naive against Monaco at home. They were naive defensively against Barcelona at home. If Otamendi can just defend better, Antonio Silva defend better, Benfica might have a chance here, because Pavlidis, this guy's turning into Mitroglou back in the day when Mitroglou was at Benfica. I think this is a great matchup just footballing-wise, because, Benfica, we'll have to see about Di Maria. I think Di Maria will be out of this matchup, which is a crucial loss. So, Artakoglu, Seldrup, they got to step up massively. But Benfica, these guys can score goals, but defensively, they're not the greatest. Same thing with Barca. Barca played the crazy high line. Let's see how Kubarsi and Inigo Martinez deal with it. But as long as Szczesny doesn't do anything stupid, Barca should be advancing, and Barca have a really good path to make it to the semifinals of the Champions League. All right, there we go, people. Let me just get through these super chats, and we're going to head out of here. Shout out to Madrid's pep talk. I bet no English teams go through. Aston Villa face a tough draw. Liverpool face a tough draw. I think Arsenal will go through, though, ahead of PSV. Bayern and Real go through because of heritage. I don't know. This Bayern team, I don't think so. Real Madrid, I can see that. But Bayern Munich, I don't know about that. Big up to your super chats. Really appreciate it. Feyenoord counters Italian football. Inter out. If somehow Feyenoord, it wasn't a crazy shock that they knocked out AC Milan, but if Feyenoord knock out this Inter side, that would be a massive shock to me. Massive, massive shock. But everybody, get your thoughts in the comments down below. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around there. Get your thoughts of the draw. Which teams won the draw? Which teams lost the draw? I want to hear all your thoughts in the comments down below. Hit the like button. We're going to have a lot of Champions League content for the next couple of weeks. Obviously, the round of 16 will begin in 2 weeks' time. It's going to be fantastic to watch. Madrid derby. Oh boy, we will be there. Have a beautiful day. Stay safe in this crazy world. And adios.